In no way, shape, or form would I consider myself a musical critic. In no way, shape, or form would I consider myself an expert when it comes to music. I'm not. I'm here giving my thoughts. I'm a person, I'll say it like this. I'm a person that listens to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of music. There's always music playing or something playing around me. I just like music. I like the way music makes you feel. I love music. So this is somebody that, well, again, I'm a music critic. Would never call myself that. Would never say that I'm a music expert. To be completely honest, I'm not even saying you gotta, whatever I'm saying, you have to listen to or you have to agree with. I'm just giving my opinion on something. I also want to specify and I want to make clear that I am a Drake fan. I'm also a Party Next Door fan. If you go back and look at my Apple wrap up of 2024, I think the second or third most listened to album was P4. I love that album. I saw him in concert, Party Next Door. I am a Party Next Door fan. I know that it's pretty divided when you talk about Party Next Door. Some either you hate him or you love him. There's really no in between. I'm on the love side. I love Party Next Door music. And I love Drake music. It's undeniable the impact that Drake has had, you know? Drake, I'm one of the very rare people that say that Views is Drake's best album. I know people will stone me. I get it. Music is subjective. I listen to Views a lot. I have a poster of Views on my wall in my house. I love Drake's music. But there has been an issue that I've had with Drake that I couldn't really put my finger on until I listened to the collab album. Again, I'll do in parentheses, the collab album that Drake and Party Next Door dropped on Valentine's Day. Some Sexy Songs for You. Again, I'm not a movie critic. I'm not a music critic. I'm not a music expert. I'm just somebody that loves listening to music and a big fan of both of these people. I think it is incredibly difficult for Drake to make a bad album. I didn't say he can't make a bad album. I said I think it's incredibly difficult just because of the sheer talent that he possesses. I think that honestly, never mind. Obviously, it was a different direction that he was trying to go. I don't like it at all. Again, music is subjective. So some people think that honestly, Nevermind was a great album. I am not one of those people in the slightest. But it's hard for Drake, in my opinion, to make a bad album. That's just how talented he is. And one thing that I've been wrestling with is whether we talk about For All the Dogs, whether we talk about the collab album. I forgot what it's called. But the collab album that he did with 21 Savage was actually one of his best projects in a while. Whether we talk about Some Sexy Songs for You, whether we talk about some of the snippet or the Lucy's that he dropped, like Circadian Rhythm or so those type of songs. it's very hard. The there's been something that's missing. There's been something that just hasn't clicked, with me. Again, I'm not saying that these are bad albums, but Views, which came out in 2016, sounds drastically different from Certified Lover Boy, from For All the Dogs, from I think it started really with Scorpion. And I feel the way that I've been feeling about Drake albums more with this album than I have the Some Sexy Songs for You than I've had with any of his other albums. Her Loss. That's the one with him and 21 Savage, which is pretty good. I don't mean to compare them because I know that they had a rap beef, and I understand that, people are gonna hear me say this. He's a Kendrick. No. I'm a huge Kendrick fan. I believe in the whole big three thing: Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. I'm a big Kendrick fan. I'm a big J. Cole fan. I'm a big Drake fan. The beef. The beef was entertaining and ain't got nothing to do with me. So I'm not gonna stop listening to somebody's music because they beefed. But when you listen to Kendrick Lamar's albums, when you listen to Section 80, when you listen to Good Kid, Mad City, when you listen to Pimp a Butterfly, when you listen to Untitled Unmastered, when you listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, when you listen to GNX, when you listen to Damn, they all sound different. And in a sense, they all sound like growth. Outside of maybe GNX, but not in a bad way. GNX probably feels like the most fun album that Kendrick has ever dropped. But you can hear growth. And I think that's the biggest issue. When I listen to Drake's music, I don't hear growth. And it reared its ugly head with Some Sexy Songs for You. It's not a bad album. It's a cool album. It's just cool. 21 tracks is a lot. Now, people are probably asking you, or you're probably asking yourself, Jay, you said you loved, I didn't say it on the podcast, obviously, but outside of it, I love the Weekend album, Hurry Up Tomorrow, which has 22 songs. So why am I okay with Hurry Up Tomorrow having 22 and Some Sexy Songs for You? Why am I not okay with that being 21? Well, I think Hurry Up Tomorrow is leaps and bounds better than Some Sexy Songs for Tomorrow. Oh no, Some Sexy Songs for You, I'm sorry. I also think that 22 tracks is too long. But the songs that I feel you could ditch on Hurry Up Tomorrow are drastically better than the songs I feel you can ditch when we talk to Some Sexy Songs for You. They're okay songs. They're songs that we've heard before. And that's the issue, bro. Like, again, it's not a bad album. Please don't hear me say that it's a bad album. It's just not great. It's just a meh. It's cool. If I never heard it again, or if I never heard this album, I don't think that anything. I don't think it changes the perspective of what I had for Drake. Like, it's okay. I don't think it adds to his discography. It's just, okay. Not to mention the fact that Party Next Door, which is a collab album, Party Next Door is on this album for like 5 minutes. A 21 track, hour and 14 minute album has Party Next Door for like 7 minutes. Like, what are we talking? And as much as I love Party Next Door, this is the worst singing I have ever heard him sing. That's just my opinion. I'm still a fan. I still love P4. But this is the worst. I don't know, man. It's just, to me, it's just a bunch of, it's cool. And Drake disposable songs are better than a lot of people's songs. But it's just coming off of the beef, and I feel like this is the most important time in Drake's career because you need to. I think obviously you have the people that are Drake stans or whatever, but I think it's universally felt that you lost the beef, so your next thing has to be great. And I understand the tactic of, let's hit the women, let's hit, the love Valentine's Day, let's try to get that base up, which I get. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad angle, but some sexy songs for you ain't it, bro. In my opinion. Like, I look at it like this. If you're a Drake stan, all the Drake stans that I see on social media love this album. And I'm not saying they're wrong. A lot of the women that are Drake stans love this album. But I think I always say it's the people in the middle. Are you going to able to get the people on the fence? And it doesn't feel like this album has hit Party Next Door fans or Drake fans. So again, it's not a bad album. There's out of 21 songs, I think I can constantly go back to like 8, maybe 9, and that is an issue for me, at least. So, and the rest are just disposable songs. And a lot of those 8 to 9 songs that I like sound eerily the same. And I do think the high point of this, which is crazy that the high point of that album is my 2 favorite songs are the songs that just has Party and Deeper and Give Me a Hug. But even in that, let's talk about growth. Drake raps about the same thing. Sings about strippers and his relationship with strippers. He still messing with girls that are getting kicked out the house by their parents. He's still bringing in women and hitting women when you should be hitting somebody else, meaning you have a beef with Joe Budden. Why are you bringing Melissa Ford into it? Why don't you just go directly at Joe Budden? Or I'm not even saying you had to. You chose to do that. I don't know. It's a cool album. It's nowhere close to great. It's closer to bad than great. 8 out of 8 songs out of 21, in my opinion. If you think that's a good percentage, then hey, shout out to you. And shouts out to Drake and Party Next Door for dropping some sexy songs for you. Oh man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.